son dos profesionales, ya recibieron las instrucciones en sus esquinas. Recuerden protegerse en todo momento y respetar mis comandos. Choquemos guantes y que Dios les bendiga a ambas.
Well, the tail of the tape can certainly show one thing, but when you see fighters in person, it sometimes tells a different story, Raul. Of course, Marianela Ramirez, last time out, fought at bantamweight. So even though those measurables look even on paper, you can see the size advantage that Kiria Tapia will enjoy here tonight.
Yeah, I agree. And she talked about it. You know, she's usually the type of fighter that just likes to be aggressive, but she says, I might have to be a little bit technical in this fight. And it kind of makes sense having Ivan Calderon in the corner, you know, one of the best technicians that came out of San Juan, Puerto Rico.
Yeah, certainly one of the most beautiful technicians that we've seen, one of the best 105 and 108-pound fighters of all time. And he believes that Kiria Tapia will be his first world champion as a trainer. Tapia, as we mentioned, now 7-0 and already world ranked. 3 of the 4 major sanctioning bodies have her ranked within the top 15. So that call for a world title fight could come at any time, and that's a call that Marianela Ramirez has received before. She fought for a bantamweight title against Daniela Bermudez back in 2019.
Tapia out of the southpaw stance, trying to measure with the jab, keeps touching with the jab, trying to land that left hand, and Ramirez is doing what he's supposed to do. I mean, she's a smaller, shorter fighter. She's trying to work herself inside. A lot of, you know, some head movement by Ramirez.
Big left hand. Just scraping across the face of Ramirez there from Kiria Tapia. Left hand to the body there from Tapia, but Ramirez, just constant motion, constant aggression.
Yeah, Tapia staying very relaxed. You see Ramirez put in that constant pressure, but you can see the experience of Tapia, you know, just dissecting with that left hand over the top to the body. Look at that buffet of left hands from Tapia. Coming back with the right hook. Keeps turning her. Getting out of the way, getting out of the line of fire. Very smart boxing by Tapia.
Double left hand and a double right hook to the body. Excellent stuff from Kiria Tapia, who just missed with an uppercut there right at the bell. There is the Iron Boy, Ivan Calderon. You see him in the corner of Kiria Tapia, the 2024 Hall of Famer ring champion at light flyweight and at mini flyweight as well, a member of the Puerto Rican Olympic team. That was an opportunity that Kiria Tapia never had. She never got that chance, like Ashley Ann Lozada, trying to live her dreams in the pro ranks. And as we mentioned, Calderon really believes that this will be his first world champion, which suggests that Calderon, as he's always been, will continue to coach. He's kind of one of those fighters. We've talked to him about this, Raul.
Yes.
He's been a coach even when he was active. He was in camp with Miguel Cotto helping out.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, look, he's a student of the game. He's been in boxing for so long, and why not continue to teach the art of boxing?
Nothing artistic about this body work from Marianela Ramirez, just trying to bang away downstairs, trying to get Tapia out of her comfort zone. And Marianela Ramirez, she has come up as tough as you possibly could, and she is in tough again here tonight. Tapia banging away to the body with the right hand once more.
Yeah, Ramirez needs to keep everything close. Good, nice, tight defense. He shouldn't give Tapia any range, not even mid or long range. He's got to get in her grill, go to the body, close that distance. I like the way Ramirez is covering up, very tight defense. But Tapia's trying to pick her apart, dissect him with the jab. Look at that left hand to the body. Again, good change up there by Tapia. Very smart fighter. Popping that jab. Ramirez, he's running into everything Tapia throws.
Yeah, and you alluded to this, Raul. There's a bit of this matchup that is a little bit unusual for Tapia, who just landed an excellent left hand. as you mentioned, she's used to being
Yeah.
the smaller fighter trying to outmaneuver an opponent like Yvonne Calderon. But
Yeah.
tonight, she is the bigger opponent, maybe the more physical opponent, and still trying to do that dance.
Yeah, that's exactly what she said in the fighter meeting. She says, I'm going to work on being more technical, being more smart, turning my fighter around, you know, moving them in circles, let them come into my left hands, and that's exactly what she's doing. Look at that little side movement to the right, to the left, landing that left hand, that upper right hook, uppercut.
Just missed with that right uppercut, but that has connected more than once already. Kiria Tapia on fire through 2. Chris Camozzi will defend his crown again in BKFC's return to Rome against Italian combat sports legend Alessio Sakara in the BKFC 83 headliner this Saturday, live worldwide on DAZN. Talked plenty about Yvonne Calderon in the corner of Kiria Tapia. There you see Fabian Gomez, but also Daniel Nees, the partner of Marianela Ramirez, in her corner. Nees himself is a professional fighter, but he's mostly given up that dream, now works construction to help fund his partner's career. And a good left hook connects there from Marianela Ramirez.
Wow.
Runs into an even better right hook and a left hand there from Tapia.
She's tough, man. Really eating those left hands by Tapia. You see Tapia really sitting on those shots. She's looking for a knockout here, and Ramirez walking right into those big left hands. She's very aggressive, non-stop. She keeps coming in, but she needs more head movement when she comes in. She's got to be faster with his footwork. Once she gets in there, she's got to let her punches go, more combinations. Again, single punching. That's not going to do it with a technical boxer like Tapia.
Trying to find routes to the body here on the inside is Ramirez. There's that left hand coming over the top from Kiria Tapia. We talked about how tough Ramirez has come up and the types of fights that she's taken. We want to talk about how tough the circuit is for Argentinian women, South American women. She turned pro against the current unified light flyweight champion, Evelyn Bermudez. She fought Nazarena Romero in her 4th fight, her 8th fight. She fought Danila Ramos, who became interim world champion and challenged Amanda Serrano. That's her first 8 fights before she graduated from 4 and 6 rounders.
Unbelievable. Just the experience that she gained from that. But it's like that for women's boxing in general, you know?
You have to fight everyone.
Yeah.
Kiria Tapia taking a step up here tonight against Ramirez. And she has been up to the task despite the aggression of La Chila.
Oh, beautiful angles there.
Check hook there from Tapia, and that'll do it for the round.
Tapia using her jab. Look at that angle, that check, right hook, then coming back with the left hand. Great combinations there by Tapia. That overhand left landed flush, solid. Ramirez taking it all. Look at that uppercut with that left hand. Solid shots by Tapia, and I'll tell you what, I could see how Ramirez is taking all those shots from all those, you know, early experiences with all those tough fighters, Corey.
Still extremely impressive. Someone, as Ramirez lands a pair of good right hands, to be able to bounce between about 130, 135, and 118 and be competitive at every stage.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, look, right off the bat, she's in her chest. Ramirez going toe-to-toe, forcing Tapia to go toe-to-toe at times because, I mean, that's Ramirez's fight in the inside. She's got to push her back. She's got to come forward. She's not going to fight. She's not going to win a fight at long distance. Showing tremendous heart, tremendous will by Ramirez, landing some good body shots there and right hands.
Listen to the crowd here at the Roberto Clemente Coliseum. National hero, Kiria Tapia. Right hand just stuffs Marianela Ramirez, snapping her head back before a left hand came immediately behind it.
A little slip there by Tapia trying to set up that left hand. You can see her pawing with the jab again.
Tapia looking for those power shots, sitting down on her punches a little bit more, as she talked about, Raul, and she's coming off her first stoppage win. She knocked out Liliana Martinez, a near 50-fight veteran here in Puerto Rico, and sometimes that's what a fighter needs to unlock that kind of confidence.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, when you get a knockout win like that, look at that.
Monstrous uppercut there from Tapia, and she wipes the table with the right hook.
Tapia ran right into that left uppercut, and she took it well. She took it well. That didn't even stagger. She kept coming. She's still being aggressive, Corey.
Three-punch combination again there from Tapia. Ramirez relentless, but Kiria Tapia liking what's going on right now.
We see Tapia landing that solid jab right in Ramirez's face. She takes it. I'm telling you, she's still, there's that left uppercut. Well, that was a right uppercut that she barely missed, and she's doing the right thing there, Tapia, holding on to Ramirez to stop that onslaught, stop that pressure. Nothing wrong with that. It's a good tactic.
Back to action here in San Juan.
The way Ramirez,
favorite, Kiria Tapia. Sorry to cut you off there,
No,
Raul.
Ramirez just walks up to her without nothing.
Oh, yeah.
That confidence of Ramirez.
Again, you watch this style of Marianela Ramirez and you think to yourself, how has she had the longevity that she's had? You talk about how she started her career, that level of opposition out of the gate, and still competitive on the national level, on the South American level, and forcing Kiria Tapia to fight. Listen, she's winning these rounds, but she has to work.
Oh, she's not making it easy. You know, she can't let off the pedal, you know, because if she does, I mean, Ramirez is experienced. She knows what she's doing. what kind of right hand? That was like a jackhammer right hand by Ramirez, and it handed. Boy, she's tough.
Tapia looking for that right hook on the inside. Maybe a smart move there from Tapia to tie her up. Stop a little bit of that chaotic momentum that seemed to be building in this round.
That or get back on her toes, you know, in and out. You know, I've seen Tapia get on her toes, give her those side angles, those laterals. Don't stand in front of her. See, good movement right there. And then, you know, hug her right there on the inside. Tie her up. Stop that momentum from Ramirez. And then get back on the outside.
For someone like Tapia, who, in her words, could get the call to be in a world title fight at any time, these are the types of experiences it would seem that she would need.
Man, that left uppercut snapped Ramirez's head back. I thought she was going down at that point, Corey.
Ramirez has taken some of those flush in this fight. Still standing to this point as we head back to the corners.
Here's that uppercut that Ramirez ran right into. Snapped her head back. Man, I don't know how much of those uppercuts is going to be taken. Look at that. Oh. And she kept coming forward, still relentless.
Kiria Tapia trying to get in the world title mix. You saw some of her amateur accomplishments on the screen a little bit earlier. The 2011 Pan Am Games gold medalist. Hard body shot again there from Tapia. Lost at the 2015 Pan Am Games to now her stablemate here at Salida Promotions, Carolyn Vare. And it looked for a little while like maybe the timing wouldn't work out for Tapia to make a run in the pros, but she said she is very grateful to not be standing on the sidelines in women's boxing. And boy, is she in the mix right now. Look at her cooking with those uppercuts.
Yeah, accurate shots, left hands, uppercuts, jabs, really solid shots that Tapia's, I mean, she's really sitting down on those shots. Tremendous power, and you see Ramirez taking them still. Tapia's gonna have to just keep boxing Ramirez. That I don't know if she's gonna be able to get it out there. Ramirez is just very tough, very durable. Has a good chin. Look at her, Corey. She's
tremendous punch resistance from Ramirez. These are fight-ending uppercuts in a lot of cases, but that's why Ramirez has been able to be competitive and share the ring with the names that we've mentioned. Former world title challenger, trying to dash the world title hopes of Tapia here tonight. She's only got 3 rounds, make it 2 and change to do something about it.
Yeah, Tapia needs to use those angles, use those check right hooks, flurries. Don't square up on her. Give her the side view and just keep turning her and keep working her.
Hustle on the inside there from Ramirez. One final shot with 2 to go here in our opening contest. Shabazz Massoud will face Peter McGrail for the European Super Bantamweight title on December 6th in Monaco. Also on the card, Johnny Fisher returns. Beatrice Ferreira will defend her IBF lightweight title versus Alif Nurtaran, and Conor Walker will face Pat McCormick in a welterweight clash. Round 7 begins, 2 to go in our opening contest between Kiria Tapia and Marianela Ramirez. Tapia sharing the card with her former national Puerto Rican teammate, Ashley Ann Lozada, who we'll see later on. And look at this combination. This has been a combination that started at the beginning of the round.
Yeah.
Kiria Tapia just won't stop firing.
Ramirez walked right up to her and landed a right hand, left hook, and as we saw, she landed it again. Boy, Ramirez she's tough. Tough as nails. I'm telling you, Tapia needs just to get back on her feet, go back to boxing. But you see Ramirez is forcing her to engage more. She's forcing her to back up into the ropes. And I think Ramirez is taking more advantage of that when every time she has her on the ropes. Is Tapia running out of gas a little bit? I mean, she's winning the fight. But it's amazing how Ramirez is making it so competitive.
Tapia has had to work every moment of this fight. She's been doing been landing what she wants to land, Raul, but she's had to work at a pace that we haven't seen her had to work at in the professional ranks.
Oh yeah, she's putting her, I think Ramirez has put in Tapia in situations that she's never been in before. So this is a really big test. This is gonna help Tapia in the long run. When she gets to the bigger fights, the world title fights, it's gonna pay off. This kind of performance here with an experienced fighter like Ramirez and the type of fight she's given Tapia. She didn't come here to lay down, man.
On the flip side of this, Raul, if Ramirez could still get down to 118, where she has in the past, where she's challenged for a world title,
why not?
This kind of physicality could be a problem for a lot of very good 118 pounds.
Absolutely, yes. You're right.
Nice left hook connected from Ramirez, but Tapia turns the corner. Ramirez nearly through the ropes and still cranking uppercuts.
Yeah.
Eighth and final round of what has been an exciting opening contest that might be one-sided on the scorecards, Raul, but that doesn't tell the full story of this fight.
No, not at all. Not at all, because from the beginning of the fight, Ramirez never let off the gas pedal. She's like a little tank just walking towards you and throwing punches. And, she covers up well at times. That frame-tight defense. She took a lot of shots. She's still taking shots. She's not giving up. She's fighting all the way to the end, and I think it's safe for Tapia just to keep moving and boxing and try to pick her apart from the outside. Why take risks?
Well, as much of a physical test as this is for Tapia here tonight, Raul, it feels like mental preparation for what it's going to be like in a title eliminator, in a world title contest, because those fighters, they're not going to wear down mentally throughout the fight. You have to keep thinking every second of every round at the highest level.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I mean, this is, like I said, this fight is showing her a lot, teaching her a lot of maturity. She's still been able to keep her cool and hold on to her when she has to get back on the outside. She's fighting a pretty disciplined fight. I think at times she's gotten out of the game plan where she trays a little bit too much for her. But look, she looked at somebody over here. They keep telling her, keep boxing. And that's what she's doing. She's giving her angles. She's landing shots and then grabbing her, holding on to her. And that's what she's got to do. Stick to that game plan. There's no reason for her to go toe-to-toe with Ramirez.
See Tapia even participating in some of the rough stuff a little bit too. Finding a little bit of an edge here in this contest against Marianela Ramirez with 10 seconds to go. The crowd back on its feet, celebrating the hometown favorite, Kiria Tapia, who nearly scored a last-second knockdown. And you see the respect between both fighters.
What a fight. Oh, they love it here in Puerto Rico. I love it too. That's my kind of style of fight. I mean, they fought all the way to the end.
Well, after an explosive opening contest here, get ready for an explosive night of heavyweight action as Joseph Parker and Fabio Wardley go toe-to-toe in a high-stakes showdown at the iconic O2 Arena in London. This can't-miss pay-per-view. We'll see two of the division's most dangerous contenders put it all on the line this Saturday on DAZN. Kiria Tapia in full celebration mode already, and I suspect the party will be continuing in just a few moments when the scorecards are read. But again, that doesn't tell the story of what La Chila Ramirez brought to the ring here tonight.
Hey, listen, she fought an action-packed fight all the way from the beginning. Sometimes you wonder, you know, there was an 8-round fight. What if it was a 10-round fight? What if it was a 12-round fight? She looked like she had a lot of gas in the tank still, Ramirez did. She looked pretty fresh after the fight. She's tough. She's game. She's a tough out for anybody.
Now let's take a look back at some of the action from this one, and it was 8 rounds of pure action.
Yeah, it was. You know, at the beginning, you know, we saw Tapia use her left hand, her boxing skills, but Ramirez, she forced her into a firefight. In a lot of the rounds, she was forced to go toe-to-toe. There we see Tapia getting the best of her, landing some big left hands, but Ramirez never gave up. She kept coming forward. She was game, landed some right hands, landed some good body shots, got caught coming in, but she never gave up. A pressure fighter, big heart. She didn't make it easy for Tapia at all, and you know, she had to fight all to the end. You can see Tapia couldn't take any rounds off. There you see holding on to Ramirez. Those hard uppercuts that she landed, and Ramirez took and still kept coming all the way to the end. Look at those combinations by Tapia. Here we see the end of the fight, and then we see where they show mutual respect, and the fans here in Puerto Rico, they loved it. I loved it, we loved it.
They have been dancing and drumming and stomping since the opening bell. Kiria Tapia giving them plenty to cheer about in our opening contest, and it looks like we're about ready to make this one official as we send it up to Ralph Velez Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 8 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges, Carlos Colon, Geraldo Martinez, and Jose Torres, scored the contest 80-72. Los jueces Torres, Martinez and Colon tienen la misma marca, 80-72. All for your winner by unanimous decision. From San Juan, Puerto Rico, she is still undefeated, Kiria Tapia.
So Kiria Tapia gives her hometown the win and the action that they paid to see here tonight. Kicking things off on this all Puerto Rican card here from San Juan. And the chance of Kiria firing back up here at the Roberto Clemente Coliseum.